It's 2:30 p.m. You've just finished a decent lunch, you've got 3 more hours of work, and suddenly it hits you. That heavy, foggy blanket over your brain. You reach for a third cup of coffee, or maybe a sugary snack, just to survive the next Zoom call. Then 9 p.m. rolls around. You're exhausted, your body feels like lead, but as soon as your head hits the pillow, your brain turns into a browser with 50 tabs open. You're tired but wired. Look, if that sounds like your daily loop, you probably think it's just getting older or a lack of iron. But for most of us over 30, it's not a mystery illness. It's a specific, quiet habit that is literally leaching the voltage out of your cells. My name is Azile, and I spend way too much time thinking about health, habits, and how the human body actually works. If you're someone who struggles with energy, consistency, or staying healthy long term, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Here's the thing, most people think energy is like a bank account, that you just run out of it because you did too much. So what do? We try to save energy by doing less. We sit more. We rest on the couch for 4 hours after work. Here's what most people don't realize. The human body isn't a battery. It's a power plant. A battery stores energy, but a power plant generates it. If the plant stops moving, it doesn't save fuel. It rusts. The number one habit draining you? It's sedentary compensation. Now, you might be thinking, Azile, I'm not sedentary. I go to the gym for an hour 3 times a week. Look, that's great, but there are 168 hours in a week. If you're crushed into a chair for 8 hours at work, and then you compensate for your stress by sitting for another 4 hours at night, you are effectively telling your mitochondria, those tiny engines in your cells, that they aren't needed. Think of your body like a high-performance car. If you leave a Porsche idling in a garage for weeks, the battery dies. Not because the car is broken, but because the alternator only charges the battery when the wheels are spinning. In nursing, we talk about the conservation of energy, but we often forget that to conserve it, you have to manage the systems that produce it. After 30, your basal metabolic rate starts a slow decline. Your hormonal buffer, things like growth hormone and testosterone, starts to thin out. When you stay still for too long, your body enters what I call low power mode. Your blood flow slows down, which means less oxygen is reaching your brain. Your local adaptation syndrome, how your body handles small stresses, gets sluggish. You aren't saving energy. You're teaching your body how to be tired. Here's where it gets frustrating. When you don't move your body, you don't burn off stress chemicals like cortisol. After 30, your neuroendocrine system starts putting you in a state of chronic stress more easily. So, you have all this mental stress from work, but zero physical outlet. This leads to sleep fragmentation. You're too tired to exercise, but too chemically alert to actually enter stage 3 or 4 deep sleep, the kind where your brain actually repairs itself. So how do we fix this without becoming a marathon runner overnight? We use evidence-based nursing interventions, but for your life, the 2-hour reset. In hospitals, we turn immobile patients every 2 hours to prevent breakdown. You need to turn yourself every 120 minutes. You must stand and move for 5 minutes. This restarts the alternator in your cells. Prioritize physiologic comfort. Energy follows the hierarchy of need. If you're dehydrated or have poor nutrition, your body prioritizes survival over energy. Drink 3 liters of fluid a day. Nurses see what happens to volume-depleted patients, and it isn't pretty. The sunset walk, light exercise, even just 15 minutes, regulates your circadian rhythm. It helps clear that cortisol so you can actually hit that delta sleep at night. Once had a patient, let's call
Labs are
him Mike.
normal.
Mike was 35, successful,
Everything's
but
fine.
permanently exhausted. He thought he had a thyroid issue. We checked his labs. Everything was normal. I told him, Mike, you're trying to charge a phone with a frayed cable. You're giving it rest, but the connection's broken. He started the 2-hour reset. He didn't join a gym. He just stopped compensating for his long days with more sitting. 2 weeks later, the fog lifted. His body realized the power plant was back online. Look, your 30s and 40s shouldn't be the tiring years. They should be your prime. But your body won't give you energy if you don't show it that you plan to use it. Stop saving your energy. Start generating it. If you found this helpful, do me a favor. Comment power plant below so I know you're committing to moving today. Hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into how your body actually works. I'm Azile. Stop idling and start driving. See you in the next one.